everybody, and welcome to Museum Munchkins. My name is Mr. Nick, and today we are talking all about one of my favorite things, dinosaurs. And so we're going to start off today by singing a dinosaur song about my friend, Maddie, the Triceratops. If you guys want to all stand up on your feet and get ready to dance. Now, Maddie's name, Triceratops, means three-horned face because Maddie has 1, 2, 3 horns on her face. So since she has those 3 horns on her face, Maddie loves the number 3. And we're going to see if we can guess some of Maddie's favorite things in this song. So let's listen for the clues and see if you guys can guess what sorts of things Maddie loves to do. Are you ready? All right. Oh, 3, 3. Maddie the Triceratops, she loves 3. The horns on her head, well, can't you see? Yeah, that's the reason that she loves 3. Now, can you guess her favorite kind of shape? She likes to draw them all over the place. It's got 3 sides and 3 corners too. But that's all the clues I'm gonna give you. Can you think of a shape that has 3 sides and 3 corners? A triangle! 3, 3. Maddie the Triceratops, she loves 3. The horns on her head, well, can't you see? Yeah, that's the reason that she loves 3. Now, can you guess her favorite kind of toy? Riding around fills her with joy. It's got 3 wheels and handlebars too. But that's all the clues I'm gonna give you. Can you think of a toy that has 3 wheels and handlebars that you can ride around? A tricycle! A 3, 3. Maddie the Triceratops, she loves 3. The horns on her head, well, can't you see? Yeah, that's the reason that she loves 3. Are any of you 3 out there? Can you hold up a big 3 if you're 3? Now this is kind of a tough one. Can you guess her favorite kind of race? Zipping and zooming all over the place. It's got running and swimming and biking too. But that's all the clues I'm gonna give you. That's kind of a tough one. She likes running and swimming and biking. And when you do all of those things together in one race, it's called a triathlon. 3, 3. Maddie the Triceratops, she loves 3. The horns on her head, well, can't you see? Yeah, that's the reason that she loves 3. 3, 3. Maddie the Triceratops, she loves 3. The horns on her head, well, can't you see? Yeah, that's the reason that she loves 3. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me with that song. I hope that there are a lot of you out there who are 3, because Maddie loves 3 like we talked about. So, like I said, today we're talking all about dinosaurs, one of my favorite things. And there are lots of different types of dinosaurs. And dinosaurs didn't just live a long time ago. There are dinosaurs that used to live a long time ago in a time called the Mesozoic, which was hundreds of millions of years ago. But then there are also dinosaurs who are alive today still. And let's talk about that. So dinosaurs are a really interesting group of animals. They're called reptiles. Have you ever heard that word before? Can we say that word together? Reptile. How about can you say it really loud? Reptile! How about can you say it really quiet? Reptile. Very good. And so reptiles are animals that have scaly skin. Let's take a look at our skin. Do we have any scales on our skin? No, I don't see any. Maybe a few wrinkles, but no scales. So they have scaly skin, and they breathe air just like we do. Can you take a big deep breath? A big deep breath of air. Yeah, that's what dinosaurs do too, just like us. So they don't breathe through gills like fish do. And they lay eggs that have shells on the outside of them. So this is a dinosaur egg that I brought with me today. This is an egg of a dinosaur called Oviraptor, which it gets its name. It's called the egg thief is what Oviraptor means. And it gets its name because people who first found it thought that they were stealing eggs and putting them in a big pile, because that's what they found, the fossil they found. But actually they found out that Oviraptors like to make big nests with all their eggs, just like birds today do. So that's where we found eggs like this. So dinosaurs, like we said, are reptiles, so they have scaly skin and breathe air, and they lay eggs. Can you think of any reptiles other than dinosaurs? Things like snakes. Can you kind of make a snake with your arms like this? Snakes are reptiles. And crocodiles are reptiles. And turtles who move kind of slow are reptiles. They have scaly skin on the outside of their body. And then there are lizards who run really fast, who are reptiles too. And there's lots of different types of reptiles, and dinosaurs are just one of those kinds. But dinosaurs are different from other reptiles. Let's take a look at this reptile. This is a reptile who lived a long time ago, called Dimetrodon. And take a look at its legs. See how they kind of stick out to the side like this? They go, they stick out to the side, and then they go down. And that's how most reptiles walk. They walk with their legs out to the side, and then they go straight down. So kind of, if you stick your arms straight out to the side like this, and then we bend them on our elbows, and then we bend our hands up like this, and then we kind of make a walking motion like this. That's how lots of reptiles, or most reptiles on our planet, or all of our reptiles on our planet who live today walk, but not dinosaurs. If we take a look at this big Brachiosaurus, if we take a look at its legs, do its legs stick out to the side? No, they don't. They go straight down underneath their body, just like our legs do. So my legs go straight underneath my body, your legs go straight underneath your body, and dinosaurs' legs go straight down too like that. Other reptiles, their legs stick out to the side, but dinosaurs' legs go straight down, and dinosaurs only lived on land. So there weren't any swimming dinosaurs, and there weren't any dinosaurs that could fly except for one very special group of dinosaurs, the birds. Birds are dinosaurs too. Did you know that? Yeah, so there's lots of dinosaurs who live on our planet still. We just call them birds now. This is one of my favorite ones, called an Archaeopteryx. And you can see this is kind of an interesting looking bird because it's got all these feathers all over its body that would help it to fly and glide around its environment. But it's also got teeth. Have you ever heard of a bird with teeth? And it's got fingers. Have you ever seen a bird with fingers? Well, actually, there are still a few birds who, when they first hatch, they have fingers. Birds like the Hoatzin. Maybe we'll talk about Hoatzins one day. But dinosaurs are still around on our planet. We just call them birds now. And we are going to do a couple special things today. I brought a story about dinosaurs today. And you know what, Mr. Nick, since I love dinosaurs so much, there's a lot I could probably talk about dinosaurs. But I want to know what sort of questions you guys have about dinosaurs too. So we're going to read a story, and while I read this story to you, if you could ask me questions down below, then I'm going to answer some dinosaur questions in a little bit while we do our special craft that we've got for today, because I've got a lot of dinosaurs here today, and I'd love to talk to you about them. So get those questions in, and let's read what the dinosaurs did last night. This is a very messy adventure. So, to whom it may concern, that means you. You've probably heard stories about toys coming to life when no one is watching. Maybe you don't believe in that stuff, but if you're reading this, it means weird things may have already started happening in your house. So this is what the dinosaurs did last night. Are you ready? Oh my gosh, I see all those footprints and a broken plant. Let's see what those dinosaurs got up to. It usually starts with a mess you cannot explain. Your parents will think you did it. You might try to blame the dog, but it wasn't the dog. It was dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are always hungry. That means the kitchen is the first place they'll go. They'll lick all the lunch meat, chew up all the cheesy puffs, and slobber in the salsa. If the dinosaurs find your toys, they'll want to play. Next thing you know, they've toppled your block towers, unstuffed your sock monkey, and trashed your checkers. Your parents probably don't let you play in the bathroom, but dinosaurs aren't very good at following the rules. Oh, this dinosaur is shaving. The worst is when they get into your parents' stuff. Uh-oh. Nothing is safe with dinosaurs around. Oh, I would be pretty sad if the dinosaurs did that to my guitar. Pulled all the strings out, then I couldn't play any songs for you guys. Whatever you do, keep them out of the laundry room. Dinosaurs are dry clean only. Dinosaurs get into the most trouble while you sleep. That scratching sound you hear late at night, it isn't a three-eyed monster or a bunch of clumsy bats. The dinosaurs are up in the attic, trying on your mom's doll clothes and getting into your dad's old comics. Don't get too worried. They aren't all bad. Most people don't know this, but some dinosaurs dabble in drawing or play Picasso with paint. That dinosaur's a pretty good artist. You think you could draw a dinosaur that good? Sometimes they go too far. Oh, that dinosaur drew a painting all over the wall. Pretty soon, you'll probably try to stop them. Everyone does. Maybe you'll tie them up with a jump rope or lock them in a closet. When that doesn't work, you'll keep trying. Don't bother. The dinosaurs can get out of anything. Anything. Look, they even broke through that big wooden box with the lock on it. The dinosaurs will cause more and more trouble until they finally make a mess so big and so messy, you won't even be able to believe it. That is a pretty big mess. Then one day, you'll wake up and your house will be clean. No broken dishes, no spilled milk, no marks on the walls. A few days will pass, and then a few weeks. You'll wonder if the dinosaurs will ever come out again. You might even question whether they were ever really alive to begin with, or if you made the whole thing up. Don't be fooled. That's exactly what they want you to think. Uh-oh, those dinosaurs built a rocket ship. Oh, blast off! The end. Those dinosaurs got into a big mess, didn't they? All right, let's take a look at some of your dinosaur questions you've been asking while we read our story. And while we do that, we're going to make our dinosaur craft today. Now, hopefully, some of you are starting to learn or already know a lot of your shapes. But we're going to see if we can practice with this special dinosaur shape matching activity. So I've got these dinosaurs that each of them has a shape. Oh, Maddie the Triceratops, of course, has a triangle. But there's lots of different dinosaurs on here, like a T-Rex, and a Stegosaurus, and an Apatosaurus, and a Pachycephalosaurus, and a Velociraptor. So we're going to see if we can find the matches to all these different dinosaur shapes, and we're going to do that and try to match them with the shapes on their eggs. So we've got this activity that's going to be on our website and on Facebook that you guys can download and print out. So you can do this activity at home too. So what is a really fun idea is to have one person cut out all these eggs and then we can hide them. We were supposed to have an egg scavenger hunt today, but this is a pretty good one too. We're going to do a scavenger hunt at home with eggs so we can hide these eggs around with the shapes while someone else colors all these dinosaurs and cuts them out. And then you got to run around and see if you can find where the eggs are hidden and where the dinosaurs are that match, which ones match with the eggs when you find them. Does that sound like fun? All right, well, let's get started on that while we answer some dinosaur questions. I need a few things, though. I'm going to need some crayons to color my dinosaurs, and I'm going to need some scissors to cut them out. So, let's see here. Allie wants to know if dinosaurs spend time with their families forever or if they go away from the pack. That is a very good question. So, we're not sure exactly. So, dinosaurs, since they lived so long ago, we can't go and watch like a T-Rex and see how a T-Rex would live with their family, or how a Triceratops would live with their family. But we can make guesses based on the fossils that we find and based on dinosaurs that are still alive. Remember, we talked about how dinosaurs aren't all gone. There's still some dinosaurs who live on our planet. We call them birds. So some dinosaurs, like Tyrannosaurus rex, probably didn't stay with their families too long. Because if we look at other big predators who live on our planet today, big predators need a lot of land, a lot of room to hunt on their own. So they might have grown up around a big family, but they probably eventually would move out on their own and live their lives by themselves until they started a family of their own. But other dinosaurs, like Triceratops or Stegosaurus, those dinosaurs might have lived together a little bit longer because there's safety in numbers, in big groups of animals. Like if we think about animals who are around today, like elephants live in big groups because then they can help protect the older elephants or the elephants who get kind of sick. So they can work together and protect themselves like that. So some bigger dinosaurs might have lived in groups, but some dinosaurs, a lot of dinosaurs, might have lived alone, and we don't really know which is which for each dinosaur until we find some fossils, and that'll help give us some evidence about how the animals lived with their families. All right, so I've got two of my dinosaurs colored. My T-Rex green, classic dinosaur T-Rex color, and then I made Maddie pink because then she matches this green triangle that I drew too. Let's color in a couple more of our dinosaurs while we answer another question. All right, Rachel. Ooh, this is a good question, Rachel. Rachel would like to know, what is my favorite dinosaur? To which I say, how can you pick just one, Rachel? There's lots of dinosaurs out there, but I do have a couple favorites. My favorite long-necked dinosaur is a dinosaur called Amergasaurus. And Amergasaurus has these big, long spines on its back. So it kind of looks like two big sails that run down its whole back. It's a really interesting dinosaur. And my favorite plant-eating, or kind of like armored dinosaur, is Ankylosaurus. It's got that big clubby tail and those big long spikes on its back. And those were used to help protect it while it was roaming around its environment. So if predators came and tried to maybe eat them, they could knock them over with their club tail. But it was also really hard for predators to get at them because they were so big and so heavy. But my favorite dinosaur overall is a dinosaur called Deinonychus. And Deinonychus, or some people say Deinonychus. Deinonychus is a dinosaur that's related to Velociraptor. So they had big, long claws. One big, long claw on their toes, on their second toe. It was so big they had to hold their toe up off the ground all the time when they walked. And they used that for hunting other dinosaurs. And they were covered in feathers. So they had feathers all over their body, and then they had long feathers on their arms, kind of like the wings on a bird. And they had feathers on their tail, and they had these long, pointy snouts with lots of little sharp teeth in them. And Deinonychus was a pretty smart dinosaur, just like all the raptors were. So the raptors, but Deinonychus in particular, those are my favorite dinosaurs. All right, I've got two more of my dinosaurs colored, my Stegosaurus and my Apatosaurus here. So I've got two more dinosaurs to color while I answer this next question. Aiden would like to know, how many eggs do dinosaurs have? Oh my gosh, Aiden, that is a good question. And it's such a good question because each dinosaur, probably, it was a little bit different. So some dinosaurs, like Oviraptor, remember whose egg was this one? This egg here? Oviraptor probably laid around 10 or 12 eggs in their nest at a time. But other bigger dinosaurs, like the Apatosaurus, or Brachiosaurus, or Argentinosaurus, we have a few examples from, so the big guys like this, they might have only laid 1 or 2 eggs at a time, but they laid them separately all around. And then there were other dinosaurs, like the duck-billed dinosaurs, like this one, Parasaurolophus, who kind of just laid big nests full of eggs, full of little round eggs. And I'm not sure exactly how many eggs they laid in each of those nests. But the really interesting thing is meat-eating dinosaurs, or what we call theropods. Can you guys say that word? That's another big word for today, theropod. They do something really interesting, which is they lay their eggs in pairs. So a theropod would never have 3 eggs or 5 eggs. They always have 2 eggs or 4 eggs or 6 eggs or 8 eggs or 10 eggs or 12 eggs. So they count by twos kind of when they lay their eggs. So they always have a pair. It's kind of like then they always have those babies when they hatch, kind of always have like a brother or a sister around to play with. All right, so I've got my last 2 dinosaurs, my Pachycephalosaurus and my Velociraptor, all colored on my paper like this. And now I can cut them out, and then I can hide my dinosaur eggs around, and then I'll see if I can find which dinosaur in their shape matches each of the shapes on these eggs. That's going to be pretty fun later on when I get home to have a fun little scavenger hunt like that. But I thought it would be really fun because we're talking about dinosaurs, and I've written a lot of songs about dinosaurs, to do one more song for you guys today. Do you guys want to hear a second song? All right, so we're going to sing one more song today while, as we finish up here. I just need to put some of my supplies away, get these out of the way for us. All right, so if you want to get up on your feet, I'm going to grab my guitar. Let's grab our guitar. Oh, my guitar strap is all wrapped up on itself, guys. Had to untangle it a little bit. Alrighty. Still sounds pretty good. All right, and because we've actually had, before we sing this song, because we've had so many people reaching out to us recently, we just wanted to let everybody know that even though right now our doors are closed at the museum because of everything that's going on in the world, our mission to help everybody is still more important than ever, and we're continuing to develop tons of educational videos and activities and live streams like this, like Museum Munchkins, because we know just how important it is for everybody out there in our community to have access to all these things. And so, if you are interested and you are able to, like some of the people who have reached out to us already, if you are interested or able to, and you would like to make a donation to the museum or Museum Munchkins, you can go to our website at www.kenoshapublicmuseum.org. There's a donate button right up at the top there. And there's also, if you haven't checked them out, a kids page with tons of fun activities to do on those on that website as well. All right, and now it's time for one more song, one of my favorite songs. This is a song about this dinosaur right here, the Pachycephalosaurus. It's a pretty interesting little dinosaur, and we're going to get started on its song. Are you ready? All right, this song goes like this. There once was a dinosaur you might not know, who lived about 70 million years ago, with a great big head. It's big and round. He used it to push other dinos around. Pachycephalosaurus, the hard-hitting herbivore. Pachycephalosaurus, the tough-as-nails dinosaur. When it was younger, it had lots of horns. Imagine if your head was covered with thorns. But as it got older, the horns went away. Now his big round head is here to stay. Pachycephalosaurus, the hard-hitting herbivore. Pachycephalosaurus, the tough-as-nails dinosaur. When scientists found it was a strange affair, they came around the corner, was just sitting there. So they scooped it up and brought it home, that crazy dome-headed pile of bones. Pachycephalosaurus, the hard-hitting herbivore. Pachycephalosaurus, the tough-as-nails dinosaur. Ready, one more time. Pachycephalosaurus, the hard-hitting herbivore. Pachycephalosaurus, the tough-as-nails dinosaur. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I can't wait to see what you guys do with your egg hunts, and we'll see you next week, all right? Bye-bye.